Bless you. Gabriel, we're so glad you're here. And I think you were going to tell us a little bit about yourself and whatever.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gabriel. I'm 23 years old, and I'm from Panama. I came to Canada in 2021, around 3 years ago, with the purpose of accomplishing my bachelor's in business administration. Thank God I'm graduating this April. So now that you know a little bit of, thank God. Now that you know a little bit about me, I want to talk a little bit about my spiritual background. So I grew up in a Catholic household, and I used to go to church every now and then, not every weekend, but sometimes. And I got baptized when I was a baby, and I did my first communion, and I felt I had faith, but the faith was kind of weak. And my connection with God wasn't really strong. And I started growing older, and I turned 15, 16, and I completely cut off my relationship with God, and I stopped praying, I stopped going to church, I stopped believing in the Bible. And around that same time, I also, started going to parties every single weekend, drinking alcohol every single weekend, and smoking weed pretty often. And, now that I think about it, that was probably the time where I felt the most empty, disconnected, sad that I ever felt in my entire life. And I felt I had this void inside of me, and I was just trying to fill in that void, and that void was just getting bigger and bigger. I could feel how these things were just like draining my soul, and I was in a really bad spot, and I kept doing this for some years of my life, and I was actually negotiating with the devil. So I like to say that you don't negotiate with the devil because he's a master negotiator, and if you negotiate with the devil, you're gonna lose. So so I did this for some years of my life, and in 2022, I remember I went through a breakup, and I was in a really dark place, and I reached rock bottom, and I was tired of feeling empty and confused. So I started praying and asking God for guidance, and I started praying that I want to strengthen my relationship with God.